Okay, what's up, world? We are here. Forgive my setup. It's off my S10. It's just I ordered my whole little professional shit or semi whatever, But this is off my S10. I didn't want to wait any longer. The video's already late for those of you who were interested. Um, I am under the weather. I have muscular skeletal wall strain over my chest and my heart. I got out the hospital today, and I'm still trying to recover, so bear with me. But this is the breakdown of my beat. The Big Freeze is an October beat, nothing to do with Drake. This one is the October X Blue beat, and here we go. This is how I made it. Let me see. Okay, so what I started with was an ambient pad. Where is it? Sorry. Where's my ambient pad? Here we go. This is what set the tone for the beat. This is actually was inspired by a different pattern that I used and that I created, but I didn't want to put in the beat. So I came up with this, but I ended up putting that other pattern into the hook. So here we go. And it sounds like this. So it's a real simple pattern. I just went from B to A, back up to B, back down to A, down to G, up to A, down to G, up to A, and then up to C. I don't have any really concept of music theory. I don't really know all the chords and progressions and everything. I play it by ear. I can't hop on here and just know exactly, okay, I want to go to A, I want to go A flat, B minor, whatever, But I'm self-taught from the ground up, and it's been working for me. But yeah, simple pattern here. Once I got that down, I went to my first little drum rhythm here, and I keep everything simple, by the way. So I started with a simple kick, and I added a little bell chime out of the Waka Flocka drum kit, and that sounds like this. Just 4 chimes repeated. Simple drum pattern. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. It's just simple. And then I added my hi-hats. Forgive me if it's too loud. Simple. I don't really too much do all these little triplets. I got one here, and I did it on my pattern. I didn't do it on piano roll, highlight it, control U, chop it. I didn't do all that. Just simple. Simple, less is more. And then I added my snare. Simple. And what I went to next was the hook. I'm a Sagittarius, I'm scatterbrained, so everything there's no method to this madness. It just It just is, and it works for me. So went to my hook, and I started with this choir, and this is how it sounds. It's the same pattern as my ambient pad. I just layered it. I just layered the pad. I put this on top of the pad. Forgive me if you see smoke. I'm smoking a cigarette. Against what I should be doing, because I am having chest pains and stuff, but I'm gonna be all right. And only thing I did different is I took off the end clip. The two notes at the end. I just took that off, and I got that, and I was like, it sounds good. It's a build for energy, and I wanted to take it higher than that, and I wanted to put something that'll make it sound nice, but stick with the haunted feel, stick in the realm of the ambient pad, and make it energetic but haunting. And I just wanted to be like, you ever see these videos of like Rocky and boxers, their triumphant moment, like Rocky climbing up the stairs, running up the stairs, and or like the rappers when they're showing all their best moments and they're on stage and they're jamming, the crowd's going crazy, and there's a dope, energetic track in the background. And that's what I wanted, but I didn't want it too crazy. So I went and I added a saw lead. And it sounds like this. Let me see here. Right. So dope. Same exact pattern set up there. I kind of went lower. And I'm a Nexus fiend. I do use Nexus a whole lot. A whole lot. And this is what they sound like together. And what did I do after that? I put everything on its own little channel, little pattern, whatever you want to call it. I'm not familiar with the terminology and the language that most producers use, but even if it's just one simple thing like the simple transition, I put it on there, by itself. All these instruments I use, and it's by itself. Little things like that to help the beat, move it along, give energy, all of that. My crash, simple crash. What did I go to next? The hook. This is also part of the hook. I used another choir, and this is actually what gave me the idea for the entire beat. This is what sparked the idea of the Big Freeze, and it sounds like this. Simple pattern. And I had this Doomsday hit, and at first it sounded good to me, but my mind is always changing, so I took it out. But I was gonna have this hit go with the same pattern as the lower notes on here. on the choir, the A, F, G, um, F, C. You know, it's gonna go the same pattern, but it ended up sounding like it was too much. And this is how you see, and it just didn't sit well with me, so I took it out. Um, it's on 7. Here, I started on Citrus when I first started using FL Studio, and I discovered plugins and all the sounds they hold and the power and impact they can make on a beat. I started with Citrus because I didn't have Nexus. I didn't know about Nexus. My cousin Vertical, he's a dope producer. You can hit him on Instagram, Verrdical. He introduced me to Nexus, but I started on Citrus. Stand up, all my Citrus OGs. um, this is a little panner. It it's like it's sort of like the saw lead, but it's more tamed. It gives a little energy. It's just basically like a little buzz, and I don't know if you can hear that. Forgive me if you hear my daughter in the background. She's up still past her bedtime. And yeah, but yeah, that's what I started with. And I added a my favorite sub, which is the SE sub out of the uh, producer producer something drum kit. It was my favorite. It still is. That's also an early kit that I started with, and I worked 99% of the time out of when I first discovered how to add drum kits and different sounds to the DAW. And this is how that sounds. Same exact pattern. And together they sound really good. And that actually it comes in and it actually tries to like move. I tried to like move the beat along a little bit, you know, to the best of my ability. Again, I'm untrained, I'm self-taught, so I go for what works for me. Because remember, when you're doing a beat, don't get discouraged if somebody tells you, "Oh, you should have did this or you should have did that," if they're doing it in a negative way. You know, because when you're creating music, there's no format, there's no set way to do it. You know, it's your idea, your way. It's coming out of your head and into your digital audio workstation. So don't be discouraged. Keep doing what you're doing. Make yourself unique. Don't do what everybody else is doing because you're just going to sound like everybody else. You're not going to be unique and you're going to get brushed under the flush. And nobody's going to, you know, oh, he sounds like this dude or his beat sounds like this dude, you know? So, yeah, a little bit of advice. And what was next? I believe this is my breakdown. This is part of the verse. The drum. This is a drum pattern. That's a part of the verse that brings in the hook. That's loud. I have fullies on the hi hats. It's just as you can see here. It's just fully out. I just I'm old school. A lot of old school beats, you'll hear that, and I loved it, and it's just stuck with me. Um, this is my My layered drums, I layered 2 drums. It's a kick out of the Wiz Khalifa drum kit, which is dope. And a kick called Cool Kick, and it's out of actually I believe it's a standard drum kit that comes with FL Studio, and they sound like this together. Same simple pattern. A lot of it is just layering with the same pattern, different sound, and it really brings out this dope energy, and it's plain and simple to do, and it works. And what's on 11? Again, this is actually part of the hook. It is a voice. It sounds totally different on the hook, but by itself it just sounds stock, I use that again, just a single one, all by its lonely, I made my breakdown. This is also part of what goes into the hook. It's just a simple breakdown. It's more like a trance EDM house type of little build up. I loved house music back in the day. All of that stuff. So again, that's just something else that stuck with me. But that sounds like this. Plain and simple. This is part of my breakdown. I have a breakdown where I sampled the Purge alarm from the movie The Purge, and I put that on my little breakdown. And this, I'm not sure if I took this out or left it in. I'm sorry, but this is what started the little breakdown. This is what sparked the idea for the breakdown and to put the Purge alarm onto my beat. And my snare, if you can hear it, has like an echo. And all I did, let me see, where is it? Where's my snare? There it goes. I labeled it bridge clap, even though it's a snare. But all I did was add delay with the Fruity Delay 2. And, it works like, without that, it's plain. It doesn't have any attitude, any flavor. But you add it, and just a simple delay. Moving along. What I do here? See, by itself, all by its lonely. Some people don't do that. This is a stomp from the Lex Luger kit. That's also on the breakdown. It's simple, plain and simple. It just brings like this haunting energy, and you hear it if you notice in a lot of major films like War of the Worlds. They have that haunting sound. And I just wanted to add that into my beat. I come from a cinematic background. I come from making cinematic structures, beats. I don't know really how to word it, but I started out, and for a lot of years I made orchestral music for movies and things like that, like with the hopes of actually getting them used on a movie. And I'm still working on that. But that's what I came from, and I'm trying to teach myself trap and rock and everything else, and it's moving along pretty good. But um, yeah, uh, what's on 15? Nothing. And I think that's it. And yeah, this is my the beat that got me number one for 3 months in California on my Reverb Nation October X Blue, the Big Freeze. Check it out. Oops. That's the panner from the citrus and the sub. All it is layering your sound. Second verse is the whole same as the first. Actually, just copied and pasted it over. Except for at the end, this is the breakdown that I was telling you. This leads into the breakdown.
Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn.
And that's it. There you have it. Yeah, it's not the fully mastered version, but it's just basically an idea out of my head onto my digital audio workstation. I brought an idea from my head and made it a physical form or whatever digital, it's an idea. And like I said, I'm going to start a FL Studio tutorial series from the bottom up, from the bottom all the way to beat tutorials. And if you're a producer or just somebody that wants to learn how to get the musical ideas out of their head into a digital audio workstation, that where they can just listen to their idea, bring it to life, and actually hear it, check it out. I mean, it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna go from the plain functionality of FL Studio. I use FL Studio 11 Producer Edition. It's the same on basically any FL Studio version you get or you have. And I'm just gonna go from the bottom up, and yeah, just rock with me, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the positive feedback, constructive criticism, everything, just rock with me. You could I'll post my YouTube in the video description. Um the that didn't come out right. I'm sick, man. And I'm rambling. But yeah, holler at me, man. Work with me. I'm open to collabs, critique, whatever. Keep it positive, keep it music, and let's do it. Just hit me on any of my social medias. If you have my phone number, if you need it, hit me. My email, whatever. Let's work. Let's work. Get this out there. God bless everybody. Peace.